OnlyFans is as real a job as live streaming. Yeah, a couple weeks ago we had an insane stream. Loads of subs. It was pretty insane. I'm looking for another accountant. No. I think I would rather not have a job than be an accountant. I know there are some people that love accountancy, but I'm not one of them, Rom. If there's one part I don't like of being self-employed, it is being an account or anything that has to do with admin. But yeah, accountancy is just, dude, bro, I'm 100% glad that accountants are out there, Bookner Tim. I'm not insulting the job. I am just saying I hate it personally. It is not my jam. One of the first things I did when I decided to do this whole Lowko TV thing full time is pay an accountant. It is hardcore worth it. Lowko's rich, he's got a guy for that? No, it's just that the Dutch tax code is complex, man. I'm pretty sure in the Netherlands you're better off breaking into somebody's house than being caught as a tax criminal. I'm not even joking, dude. I'm pretty sure being a tax criminal in the Netherlands is a bad idea. Now, the problem when you do your own taxes, right? Say you pay your own taxes. So I used to do this myself back when I first started because I didn't really make any money. And obviously this was just a hobby, so I figured, you know what, we can do it ourselves. I was always terrified that I did something wrong. It's the worst. I would put it off as long as possible and then I'd be concerned about doing something wrong and like, you know, being, I don't know. Maybe I'm a coward, I don't know. Especially with all the rules changing year by year, it is not that easy. So the first year that I paid an accountant, I found out that I had been overpaying taxes for several years. So the first year I paid an accountant, I got a bunch of money back, which was great. I was so hesitant to pay somebody to do the books, but the taxman paid itself, or sorry, the accountant paid itself real quick. Yeah, I realized real quick why that job exists. The taxman cometh, and the taxman taketh away. The taxman doesn't jail people? No, that's true. But I like to do things right. I don't, you know, And it is kind of tricky, right? With earning money, not just in euros, but also in other currencies. Like, how does it work? Say you get paid in dollars that get converted to euros. However, There's like a 2-month delay between you making the invoice and the actual invoice being paid. Which fucking conversion rate? How does it work? I don't fucking know. No clue. Date of invoice sent or recognize revenue at time of activity. Yeah, exactly. How does it work? I don't know. But this is why you, yeah, let the accountant make these decisions, guys. It's easier. Now, I do think if you are self-employed, it is worth looking into somebody that can help you do taxes. Or maybe you enjoy it, right? Like maybe you fucking like doing it. Maybe you're a crazy person like Bookwork Tim, who enjoys it. Sorry, Tim. I had to still... You love it? Well, I don't. It's coming along, it's coming along. You live in a place where we have flat tax? How does that work? You have a flat tax rate? Does that make it easy? I'm assuming there's loads of exceptions and loads of little deductibles and things, yeah? Good morning, good morning. No, I'm not talking sales tax. It's a boring subject. Okay. We're getting there, chat. We're getting to a point where we are actually getting, yeah, to the wrapping up stage. Should we do a little bit of a rim? Bit of a rim job, and then we'll switch to some gaming. It is almost done. Yeah, we still have a little bit to do though, but we are getting to the point where it is nearly done. Can you do a rim with a dry brush? I've never done a rim with a dry brush before. Is it a dumb idea? Maybe it is a dumb idea. Could be real quick. Because this brush holds a fuck ton of paint. Look how fast it is. Oh my god. I'm a dry brush main moving forward, dude. This brush was dirty anyways. I've already painted the fumes out of his head. Maybe it's not very noticeable, but I tried making them... I've highlighted a lot of it again, but I tried making them quite gray. maybe it looks a little unfinished. I'll have a look at that next time too as we wrap things up. Dude, this is actually so quick though. I'm just skimming along the side. Not bad. Dude, that actually always cleans the mini up so much. Look at this shit, man. It looks so much cleaner all of a sudden. Like just having the rim painted. The rim job really is the finishing touch. What's up, Kate? Thank you very much. You can... No. We're not done yet. No. It's not. Excellent line for a raid. I think the Kate viewers just barely missed it. Hey, thank you very much, Kate. Can we do a shout out to Kate? I never do shout outs, but every time I rate somebody myself, they always do shout out. Exclamation point shout out. Kate. Does this work? I think it works, right? Does it work? How do you do a shout out? Does anybody know how to do a shout out in Twitch chat? Exclamation point SO. Oh! Huge. Seeing you painting this one, the same one as I had? Yo, that's awesome. I am actually just about to wrap up my mini painting for today as I'm gonna move over to a little bit of gaming. So, yeah, I hope your viewers don't mind too much, but I appreciate it, thank you. I've been painting this mini now for not even that long yet. I think it's been a bit over a week. It's been coming along quite smoothly. I'm gonna finish it up next stream, which is gonna be on Thursday. I will be live for a lot more today, but I usually start with a bit of mini painting and then we'll do some games. So my plan is to try and wrap this thing up on Thursday. Just want to try and do a I used to do the rim as like the absolute final thing on a mini, but I found that it's usually easier to do it a bit earlier. At least it feels like it's a little easier. What's up, Dylan? Yeah, a quick little rim job. I want to do one more coat. One more coat. This was the first thing you ever painted when you started painting? Yo, nice. Love watching people paint. Well, hey, thanks for watching. How are you doing, Mr. Dylan? Welcome, welcome. You back from the painting competition? So I did most of the face today, for those of you just now tuning in. I did all of the teeth, most of the tentacles, and then the highlighting and everything here. It's not the cleanest job, but I don't know, none of this miniature is particularly clean, but I really do like the end result. It's kind of like it's been relatively fast. It's been relatively fast. Back from the first one, another one coming in 2 weeks. I think I'll come say hi as well at the Scale Model Show. You got destroyed? Oof. I was looking at the winners, man. The winners looked insane. It looks like the Golden Demon participants are just constantly getting better every year. Like the level is going up fast. You got a notable entry? Okay. Yeah, the top tier winners were just looking incredible. Okay, we'll let this dry. We'll let this dry. I'm gonna go and grab a little bit of clean water, and we will clean the brushes. I didn't spill water all over my desk today. That's nice. Progress, guys. Small amounts of it. Yeah, quick little clean on the brushes and then we'll do some gaming. You feel like your style will do better at the other one though? It definitely, so it seemed like the winners of Golden Demon this year were all very smooth. Like very little, like very smooth gradients, very smooth transitions. And I like that style. But it did seem like it was all very much so the same, if that makes sense. Like a lot of the same type of painting. Rather than like something that is a little bit more free-flowing or like a little bit more artsy or painterly or whatever. It was all like a similar vibe. And I like the vibe. There were some top painters that got the same quote price as I did. Right. We were looking at this video on YouTube recently on stream. Forgetting the name of the painter right now. Maybe his channel is, or maybe his video is recommended when I go to YouTube. I think it was his golden entry or his Golden Demon entry as well. Maybe it's in my history. I don't remember specifically what the name of the video is though, which makes this a little tricky. Yeah. Whenever I go to my YouTube history, I realize how much I watch. I watch a lot of videos, it turns out. Jeez, I watch a lot of videos. Holy crap, I'm still scrolling and I still don't see it. Ah, here we go. This guy. This is one hell of a mini. I really like this miniature. But it's this less than like tidy art style, you know? Like it's a different approach. So it's very much so like a scratched up look on everything, and like less smooth gradients, like less of like a Photoshop look, if that makes any sense. It's a lot more scratchy, and I think this is awesome. I really like it. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of imperfections, quote unquote imperfections. So like less smooth, but I really like the look of a lot of this. There's this, like all of this metal, for example, it's a lot of weathering, obviously, right? But it's less smooth, and I think it's cool. Okay, so he won gold at Monte, and then he gets notable at Golden Demon. Okay, so I think he was, I think that particular. I think that particular mini was also meant for Golden Demon. But it seems like, what I'm trying to say is like they don't really have any winners like that. Like none of the winners really look like that. It's all relatively similar. Like very clean, very smooth, which is cool too. But I can imagine that like, it's, I feel like if you paint for competitions, it can also be very frustrating. Golden Demon is all about perfection and technique. Yeah, but ultimately it's an art form, right? And like, some of the most beautiful art in the world is not... Yeah, okay, if it has to be, yeah, lore accurate, that's a good point, I guess. Lore accurate is a little bit of a different vibe. Yeah. But I guess Golden Demon is like the most well-known one, right? So it's a little, yeah. Skill model is way more creative. Okay, I like that. I like the idea of that a lot. What's going on, Mr. Peter? Thought I saw somebody say Lathrinus. Ooh, Mickey gifting us up to Dialan. Huge. Yeah, I'll definitely come say hi at the skill model thingamajig. It sounds fun. Brush is still dirty, man. Look at all this junk. A lot of gunk coming out of the brush. You are here, just quiet? Alright. If you have a tournament, you need rules, and rules for art are not perfect by definition. Yeah. But I don't know if there are any strict rules. Like, I don't think they technically have rules other than, like, the different categories and stuff. There might be some obvious ones. But nothing all too strict. Ultimately, it's up to whatever the judges think, right? Ultimately, it's just about, like, whatever is in the eye of the beholder, right? I can imagine it's kind of tilting. Like, you see this with, like one of the craziest examples would be, like, bodybuilding. How does one decide what is, you know, the best? How do you win a bodybuilding competition? Generally, it's about being really fucking big. Just try to be as you know, as muscular as possible. But that's not quite just, you know, those weren't the original rules, I guess, right? It was all about being symmetrical and trying to be aesthetic and all that. Now it's a lot of, like, this muscle mass that is just, yeah. I guess those competitions change is what I'm trying to say. So painting just for competition's got to be a bit of a frustrating thing sometimes. Because it looks really good on your resume. If you've won a painting competition. Looks really good. That's it, Mickey. Bodybuilding is so weird, man. It's not even so much about, like, bodybuilding is very much so. So the Olympia is coming up very soon, but it's very much so about, like, who can stomach the most performance-enhancing drugs. Because they're all on a shitload of drugs, obviously. But it's all about, like, who was born with the better genetics, combined with who can stomach the better drugs, which is probably all about better genetics again, too. It's fucked. Such a dumb sport. It's really stupid. Like, well, you are born with the wrong, I don't know, bicep insert or something. Like, your tendon over here on your elbow is too long. GG, you can never win a tournament now. It's like, wow, okay. What's up, Ryan? Sorry, I was just talking about competition. Competitions in weird art forms. For some reason, the first parallel that popped in my head was mini painting and bodybuilding, but maybe it's a different thing. It seems like the top tier competitions in mini painting are not necessarily always about the art form, but more about execution. Anyways. Ooh, thank you, son. Wel veel, hè?
Moet ik naar beneden?
Hè? Ja, dat opzetstukje past niet. Dat ding past er helemaal niet op. Ik dacht dat het ook zo'n 3,5 mm ding was, maar dat is het niet. There's miniature painting competitions? Hell yeah. Thank you, Swap. We can look at some of the winners here in a moment. Lauren got me a sandwich, man. We'll eat a sandwich and look at the mini painting competition winners. I already looked at those a couple days ago on stream, but we can look at them again. Maybe we see something new. Okay. I think those are clean brushes. Dude, look at what you got me. Don't be jealous, okay? I got coffee and I got this. A sandwich? Holy crap. A cheese sandwich too, though. So very Dutch, naturally. Okay, let me see. We're gonna switch over here. We're gonna turn off this light. Gonna turn off the camera. We're gonna say thank you to T-Neon.
I don't have a clock in my bathroom because I don't have time for this shit. Kappa.
Thank you. Well memed. Let me see. Okay. I ended up with some beautiful pink nail polish too. Look at that. Very nice. I feel fabulous. Have I ever painted my nails? I've never had nail polish. No, maybe as a kid. I have 3 older sisters. And I used to be a test subject, Ryan. But I don't remember specifically having my nails painted. Maybe my mom would shout at my sisters or something, I don't know. Let me see. Oh yeah, we were gonna look at the Warhammer community website. So somebody was asking, there's painting competitions? So there was one a couple days ago called Golden Demon. And Golden Demon is like I think this is an annual thing where some of the very best painters in the world come together and they paint shit. So people will be painting this for the majority of the year, and then they get judged. I love the diorama category. This one's incredible, dude. But you see what I mean with like the smooth execution? Like there is very little like... I guess it's about lore accurate realism. This, yeah, all of these will be incredible. So I believe this is like the best in not just the category, but also overall. So this I think was like best overall. Yeah. I feel like some of these are less impressive on picture though. Like I feel like this one is less impressive in picture. This one's relatively painterly, right? Like this one has like visible brushstrokes and everything. But I don't know. Maybe this one looks really cool in person. I don't really know. It looks good on picture too, but it looks a little different. Yeah, it looks a little out of place. This one's cool, dude. All of these are super cool. Hey, Viter, smooth. They tend to overexpose the pictures a bit so you can see the detail in the shadow, but some of the pieces look a bit off that way. I see, yeah. So my favorite ones are in the diorama category. I love this sort of shit too. This is super cool. But like, it's hard to see scale, right? So I don't know how big this is. It's the epic scale category. But we need like a banana next to every photo, you know? I need to know. These are teeny? Wait, but they're epic. Oh, it's supposed to be tiny, tiny? Mmm. Mmm. This is the size of a euro coin? Fuck. This is like 3 centimeters? Maybe 5, I don't know, but it's tiny, tiny. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, so that does like, so it's not like on my monitor, this thing is 10 times as big as it actually is. So, I like the look of this one. Maybe it's again the picture, but I love the look of number 2 and 3. These two right next to each other over here are insane. Both of these are ridiculous. This doesn't even look real. I already mentioned these a couple days ago, but these are fucking mental. I love everything about these two. No, these did not win. This looked like a computer render. Well, they won 2nd and 3rd, right. To clarify, they did not win the category. They got 2nd and 3rd. So are these regularly sized Space Marines? I guess so, right? This is incredible, man. Top 3 is considered winning? Yeah, fair, fair. I think I actually may like number 3 even better. This one right over here. But number 2 is incredible. This has got to look really cool in person, though. Yeah, insane. Insane. That's because you're not a heretic. I do really like the heretic factions a lot better usually, Crispy, but anyways. Yeah, number 3 has a lot of girls, chat. You guys like number 2 better than number 3? Okay. That says enough. No, this is cool. I am definitely a Slaanesh fan. But these are large, man. If I can ever paint anything even remotely as cool as these things, I will be a happy man. This is gonna take like 50 years of practice, chat. I'll be about 80. I will not be able to hold a brush anymore, but I'm pretty excited for the day. I think this one is also an absolute chat. Christian Clausen, no idea who it is, but he enters the open painting competition with a fucking Space Marine. Just a good old Ultramarine. You gotta be cool as hell to do this, man. This is like entering a competition with a Zergling. Like it's just a Zergling. And it wins too, because it's a really damn executed Ultramarine. Wow. Insane, dude. This Giga Chat right over here. Very cool. What WTF is this thing? It's a Troggoth. It's basically a Warhammer troll. My favorite one ever is that, oh, what's it called? I don't remember the name. I have it bookmarked somewhere, but it's on the Compendium website. Compendium Golden Demon. Why does it have a temple on its head? Supposedly, this mini. So the story of the troll is that like these trolls sleep apparently for thousands of years. And apparently there was like in the story of Age of Sigmar, there's like a city that is being built on top of the Troggoth. And at some point he wakes up and he's got a massive headache. And the only way he can sort out the headache is by running into things. Because they're not particularly smart. So he's got like half a temple looking thing up on his head. Because, you know, it's kind of a cool story. It's this like space marine going up against a bunch of Tyranids. I've shown you guys it a couple times before on stream, but I don't remember what the name is. It's this Space Hulk or whatever. Is that what I call it? I think I call it a Space Hulk? Yes, dude. This thing right over here. This is so sick. So this is a bunch of Space Marines, I think, entering, or maybe a bunch of Tyranids entering a Space Marine facility. Whatever is going on here. This is cool as hell to me. Have I seen this one before? The Last Light. 2013? No, I've never seen this before. Roman Lapat? Jeez. The fuck is going on? Oh my god. It's a rock that's being crawled over with fucking Tyranids. Holy shit, dude. How many is this? So this is a bunch of Space Marines absolutely overwhelmed by Tyranids. Can we have like an overall look of this? Because I feel like we need to zoom out a bit, man. I need to see what the overall view is. Can we zoom out? It's just close-ups. This is the first picture again. I don't know where to begin. This was one of the judges this year. They have a YouTube channel. The Last Light. Oh my god, dude. This thing is huge. This has got to look way better in person, because this is not the best way to to photograph this, I don't think. The contrast is too big. Like, the lighting here is just, So this is 2013, right? Okay. Yeah, the photography here is suboptimal. I feel like it doesn't do it justice. This has got to be something that looks cooler in person than it does on camera. That's... Oh my god, dude. Ah, this is cool as shit. How long does this take to paint? I don't know how well polished every specific part of this thing is, right? I feel like you should get points as well for the composition though. And like the idea. Because executing this in the same level as some of the things that we just had a look at, where it's like super smooth and like all of it is incredibly detailed and stuff, is not entirely realistic. Like it would take a decade. I mean, it's possible, but it would take a very long time. So this guy actually has a YouTube channel. Dave Perryman. He doesn't really upload very much, but he what's his username again? I'm forgetting it right now. Infernal Brush, yeah. So you can see some of the work that goes into this. So he doesn't upload much, sadly, but I really do like his videos. I watched quite a few of them. What's going on, NLOs? Thank you.
Hello, Smile.
Hello, Smile. Thank you, dude. So the amount of work that goes into one tiny little space marine here is already a lot. So this guy used to be a box painter for like the official Warhammer art. So like the art on the boxes for some of the miniatures. Apparently he used to be one of the painters of the team that does that. So this guy obviously, yeah, it's really sick. So he actually uses, I remember now, he uses these miniature brushes. Most people really like the brushes that have like a longer tip, but he uses a lot of the miniature brushes, which is interesting. Everybody seems to hate those. So I guess it is personal preference. I've not seen anybody on YouTube use these short, like, tipped brushes. I have a couple of them. I bought those on accident when I first got into this. I was like, oh, I can buy miniature brushes on Amazon. Miniature brush? That's what I want to paint. But it's the miniature. It's the size of the brush, not so much that it's meant for miniatures. Yeah, it's incredibly detailed. Like, that's a little leather pouch. So it's loads of really thin lines and extreme precision. They're totally fine if you only use the tip. Yeah, the main so I used them a little bit on the Tyranid I'm painting right now. But the main problem is that if you're not fast enough, the paint literally dries on the tip. And a dry tip is the worst, chat. You don't want to have a dry... No, but it's annoying, right? Like, you have to have a... you need to be pretty quick. Like, if you load up the brush with paint, and then you go look at the chat, and then you go paint the miniature, it will be half dried by then. So these lenses are tiny, 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 tiny. Yeah, just be more accurate, guys. It's kind of like StarCraft 2, you know? Just be better. Like, stop what you're doing right now and stop making mistakes. Just do it better instead. Like, I usually just dot in there, you know? This guy's fucking brushing in there. It doesn't look that hard on camera somehow. It's kind of like watching StarCraft players play, you know? I feel like watching somebody like Cyril as somebody who doesn't play the game does not quite do it justice as to how good they actually are. Yeah. Anyway, so apparently that guy won overall, which is pretty cool. Gamers, welcome back to a little bit of mini painting. Today, it is time for us to wrap up our beautiful Tyranid. Doesn't he look lovely? Doesn't he look nice? He looks exactly like me. Yeah. I modeled this guy's tentacles and its face and its carapace and everything after myself. I hope you guys can see the resemblance. This one has been a relatively quick paint job. I'm relatively happy with how it is. I mean, I think it looks good from a distance. It looks worse when you're up close. But just don't look at it too close, okay? Look at it from yeah, if you look at it from a distance like that, it looks pretty sick. I'm not really happy with how I've done some of like the dry brushing and stuff. Not 100% happy. Like if you look at some of the details on like the dark carapace and stuff, it is a little bit, it's a little bit, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not as tidy as I would have liked it to be, I guess. Anyways, we don't really have much left. I gotta paint the Space Marine arm, which is right over here at the front. And we have these little doodads all over the base that I also need to go ahead and paint. There's like little purpley doodads, whatever they are, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll have to paint those in like a, I don't know, like a darkish purple as well. But that's the plan. Gonna try and see if we can get this thing finished today. Should be relatively smooth. I did clean my palette. I've now reused this same piece of wet palette, the same little piece of paper, like 3 dozen times. It's all stained and dirty. I think for the next painting project, I'll grab a fresh sheet of paper, but I like reusing paper apparently. I don't know, dude. Anyways, we have a bit of a specific area here to paint. And I guess we'll do a little bit of this. Ultramarines blue. I feel like that's a reasonable color to use. What's with the smoke? I'm not exactly sure about the lore of this guy, but a dirty, wet palette is the mark of a good painter. Is that what it is, T-Neon? Well, in that case, I have a very dirty palette. We don't really need a whole lot. Just a tiny little bit. I saw there was a little bit of miniature painting drama, dude. Apparently some people were upset about the fact that the guy who got second place in the open category at Golden Demon, he got second place with a Space Marine. Just a good old conventional Space Marine. Apparently some people did not entirely agree with it, because apparently there were some really creative things in the Space Marine, or sorry, in the open category, and the guy won with just the Space Marine. Apparently there were some upset board gamers or war gamers out there. Internet drama. Always nice. This part is a little bit annoying to paint, but I guess it should be... Did I hit the record button? I did hit the record button, yeah. I would like to hit the VODs on the YouTube channel at some point. You know, the only downside of streaming 8 hours a day is that we are generating a shit ton of content for the second channel. Like on the More Lowko channel, we have too many VODs. Not really a problem. But I think we're currently uploading like 4 episodes a day. Which is kind of a lot. Because I don't think there's a lot of people out there that will watch 4 hours of second channel content a day. But anyways, if you are watching this in the future on More Lowko, let me just say that you're a giga, Chad. You are the coolest. Nah, I'm mostly just treating it as an archive, right? I should do an even more Lowko channel? Nah. I think 2 channels is plenty. 2 channels is more than enough. There is definitely a little bit of blood and gore coming out of this thing over here. So I think we'll just paint this in with a nice little bit of blood. Blood for the blood god, specifically. Everybody's favorite paint. This is a bit of a finicky area though. I'm trying to not hit any of the other parts I've already painted, but... Maybe we can do a highlight video? How can you do something that is as riveting as this? How can you make a highlight video out of that? This is just highlight after highlight after highlight. And a lot of edge highlights too, for what it's worth. How about a channel where you play gacha games? No. No gacha games, okay? I'll post my gacha games on my OnlyFans. How about that? I feel like those two go hand in hand. Why not Lowko? No, I'm not really planning on playing. Like, I'm already spending money on Warhammer figures, chat. A nerd can only have so many hobbies. The Warhammer minis aren't particularly cheap, you know? Now, and even though Genshin and Honkai and all that are free to play, they're not really free to play, you know? Like, they're free-ish. Now, I don't really have personal interest in those games, but I know a lot of you love it. And that's okay. I will just occasionally shame you for it, but... Playing Zerk is a gacha game? You never know what spawns from the larva? Oh, dude. Very true. We aren't paying Lowko enough. He's suffering. Nah, it's all good, dude. Still going strong after all those years. Still plenty of people watching, which is cool. Appreciate it. Seriously. It'd be difficult to do what I do for a living if nobody watched. I really like what I do. Shout out to you guys. For putting me on your second monitor every day. Or maybe your first monitor, dude. Maybe your third monitor. Doesn't matter, but putting me on a place somewhere. I'm the one being shamed for not playing gacha games? Ah. I didn't realize that part. I have to take a little bit of brown onto this this guy's arm. Just a wee bit. Every day on some monitor. There you go. You're back down to one monitor. It's better for productivity is what they say. One monitor. I like one monitor for non-streaming things. Really hard to stream with only one monitor though. It's doable technically, but you kind of need a second screen. Or you need to run the game you're playing or something in a window. I guess it's fine for mini painting, but... You could do like a big ultra wide, but that also kind of defeats the purpose. And you would still have to play games on in a window. She needs 16 by 9. You have 2 monitors at work? You think you need a third one? Yeah, a third can be nice. I'm 2 monitor gang, personally. Back in the day, it was kind of annoying to hook up 3 monitors. Like, it would never work right out of the gate. You always needed, like, some sort of special tool or some sort of special drivers, but they weren't officially supported and stuff. I tried triple monitor way back in the day, but I kept running into issues. I'm assuming it's easier now these days, but... It's a little difficult to see where the the ultramarine ends, but should I zoom in a little bit? Like you guys can't see shit. What software do most VTubers use? I know there's a lot of different ones out there, but what's the most commonly used ones? Like for the top end VTubers? Anybody know? I have no clue personally. VTube Studio seems like the most popular, but corporates for HoloLive have their own apps. Oh, really? Okay, interesting. I didn't realize they had their own apps. Having two monitors became such a necessity that it feels weird going back to one when at work or studying in the library. So I have a single monitor setup for like the treadmill that I have. So I have a standing desk with like a walking treadmill underneath that I use for like, I don't know, like a half hour to an hour, usually every day. I did about 45 minutes today. And that one has a single monitor. And I do kind of like the single monitor. It's what I use to like answer email and like, you know, check social media and stuff. There is an advantage to having one monitor though, because it feels like you're more, you're less easily distracted, if that makes sense. Dude, it's really nice. You are the main monitor? Dude, that's amazing. You embody the monitor? That's incredible. I wonder how many people, that bought like one of those Apple headsets. What's it called? I think they released this year. Vision Pro or some shit? I wonder how many people still use those. The ultimate one monitor setup, maybe. But I don't know. Very expensive and not really useful, but a first step, you know? A first step. Yeah, I really wonder how many folks that bought like the $5,000 thing or whatever still use it regularly. I can imagine for very specific use cases, it's pretty sick, but